Well, good morning. Join me this morning back over on the Waterbeach Angling Club's complex, and this time I'm on Dodds Lake. This is only a small lake, probably about near enough half the size of Atkins Lake that I fished last time, but this is a purely silverfish lake. Some nice bream in here. There's some tench, some skimmers, roach, rudd, some lovely crucians. There's some pretty elusive chub, and there's some very big gudgeon. But hopefully today what I'm going to try and catch is maybe a few bream and definitely some crucians. To do that, I'm actually going to be fishing the corn and the paste. So what I want to do first before I do anything else is mix my paste up. So, and the thing is with the paste, how mix it is you actually add the ground bait to the water. So I've got a tub there, put a bit of water in it, not a lot, too much. So you see there, put a bit of water. You might be able to see it. Here we go. I'm actually going to add the paste or the ground bait to the mix. Now I favour the Baytex Special G Green. There. So what you do is actually add it to the water. Swirl it around. Just keep swirling it around. What you want is a consistency of a very thick soup. Because this is going to soak up a lot of water. That's why I'm doing it now, before I set anything else up. So there we go. So that there, as you can see, that's no good for fishing the paste. That's a very thick soup. And I will leave that now till I'm ready to start fishing. As you can see, that's already soaking up the water. So I'll leave that to one side, put it under my chair, leave that now to soak up the water while I set everything else up. So I'll say it's a silverfish lake. It's you don't have to fish heavy. You're actually regulated what you can and can't do on here. So you've got a maximum of a size 14. Maximum hook length is 3.5 pound, I believe it is, and you can only fish halfway. It's a little bit wider down to the right, but I've actually chose to fish this one because it's a little bit easier for the filming with the sun going round. Nice little bit of open water, and as I rocked up, there was a lot of fizzing in this area, a lot of bubbles coming up, so hopefully that might be bream. So being Silverfish Lake, as you can see, I've got a little bit of carbon about, which probably means I'm going to get in a right world of disaster. So I haven't set up anything yet, but what I've got is, this is the Cadence CP200 whip system. So I've actually got a 9 and a 6 metre. The 6 metre, the top kit's top 3 telescopic, then it's all put together, and on the 9 metre that is top 5 telescopic. So what I've actually done is removed the flick tip, as you see there, internal bush. I've made some little dacrons. That there is a slip solid number 5, and that is a very, very soft set. I believe it's a Nick Gilbert hollow teal. So let's just check the elastic. Haven't used this in a while, so just want to make sure it's all right. Yeah. And all I'm going to do there, I'm going to fish out 7.5 metres. I'm going to have 2 lines in the open water. Then the other line, I'm going to fish in the open water a little bit to my left, where I'm going to fish the paste. And I'm going to fish that at 2 + 2. So it's nice simple fishing. I'm going to fish corn with a little bit of ground bait on one of the open water swims, and just straight corn on the other open water swim. That is as simple as that. So like I say, I've got nothing set up at the moment. I have got one or two rigs that I've used here before. As you can see, got one or two, but more than likely going to be using pattern something like that. It's got quite a thick tip, nice elongated teardrop. Probably fish 0.4, 0.5 gram out there. The wind's meant to get up a little bit later, so hopefully we might get one or two fish. But I'm going to get myself tackled up, then I will pop and see you. I will pop the camera back on just as I'm starting fishing, then hopefully we might get one or two fish. Catch up with you in a bit. Oh. That's a decent sized cruising. Ah, beautiful that is. Lovely fish that. Oh, he ain't far off it, mate. Yeah, he ain't far off it.
Nice start.
Yeah. Well, you've had a nice bream, and there's a nice crucian. Lovely way to start. So that's a nice way to start. There's the paste, now it's all sorted. So I broke it all up. As you can see there, you just squeeze it together. You'll be fishing sort of sizes like that. Just hook it, only fishing 2+2. I'm going to fish a bit further out, then I cup it in. But yeah, that was as easy as that to do the paste. 2 lots of sweet corn, that's got a little bit of flavouring on it, that's natural. A few pellets, but probably won't use them. So, fishing a little blacked-out tip, that white water, 0.6 gram. I've got a bulk of number 9s, a couple of number 9 droppers, and I'm fishing a size 16, one of the acolyte hooks. Yeah, so I've got a size 16 version of that, which is the silverfish, tied to 2.5 pound fluorocarbon. So I started off by putting a couple of hard balls of ground bait in on that one line, and I'm fishing about inch over depth, just with a piece of corn, and the other line is dead depth. On the paste I'm fishing the same size float, and the actual paste is the bottom shot. So I've got a few pellets, but probably won't use them. Got my ground bait mixed up there, which I did last night, which I sieved off, which is some Special G and Bait-Tech Special G green in the Mighty Marine halibut pellet. Sort of put 3 balls in like that, quite hard, so they get right to the bottom. And I cooked in a dozen grains of corn. That's it. It's as simple as that. So I'm starting out at 7 metres. Every now and again just lift and drop the float. on the paste swim I've had a ball of pellets, and I also squeeze together a couple of little nubs of paste like that, because that will break down on the bottom, and I'll be fishing that 2 + 2, like I say, just in the open water. A lot of little dips. So again, just lift the float hole out of the water and just drop it back down. It's a gorgeous morning. Making up one or two little balls of the pea paste. Sort of just going to be fishing, no bigger than that. A lot of little lifts on the float. Got it dotted right down. Just lift it and hold it for a second and drop it back down. Lift that up. So there's a few fish in the swim, so we'll get a head down and see if we can't catch 1 or 2. Not going to feed a lot of bait, so I'll put them 3 balls of ground bait in, a bit of corn. If the bite ease off, I'll just drip in a dozen grains, then fish the other line. I've been playing about with it long enough.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's in his belly button. Lovely little fish. Beautiful. Tension on the paste.
Yeah, what kind of paste you using, Steve?
I use that Special G green.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a bag in there, but I think you get on better. fuel is, isn't it? I've got that. I mixed that in with me. With that, yeah, got a bit of magnet paste on it. I've got some red paste here, obviously there. I've got a side of green there. Yeah. Probably that bit of lag, but
Lovely little bar of soap. Beautiful. First fish on the paste. Lovely. Just fishing a pea-sized amount. So we're fishing just a piece like that. Fish it with a dimple float. Little tiny dimple out the water. And the paste is me bottom shot. So when that paste breaks down, it just raises the float up a tiny, tiny amount. Huh? Just put that dead depth. Yeah.
What on? Just touching the bottom, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The corn's like the bottom shot.
Yeah.
Ooh. I reckon that was a chub, you know.
Yeah. Could have been. You can see it, Steve, or not?
Yeah, just under the surface.
Yeah. What was it?
I reckon it was a chub. What? Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Had to get him out again last week. It was stacked up 4 hours, down the run, second down down,
No skimmer, huh?
and it was full of fucking wet and
Fat, yeah.
You used to work, you know Jim, you used to work on over the water.
Who?
I can't remember what his name is, but
Yeah.
only up until a few weeks, about a month ago he left, I think.
Oh, right.
No good.
Obviously John must have come and unblocked it before.
Well, no, John come out and didn't unblock it.
No, I
Exactly.
didn't. No, I couldn't touch it. It's private.
We go past them. Yeah. Then bring it back. Innit?
Yeah, that's how they want it.
Let's finish.
Yeah.
Beautiful fish. Cold though, mate. Very cold. Still very cold. Nice fish, mate.
Beauty. Look at that. Perfect. There you go. And away.
And well, that's been a tough session. Started off well, catching some crucians. Then as the sun got overhead, it killed it dead. I did have 2 small tench and a nice rod on the paste, but they didn't really want the paste today. I sat it out on the corn long. I've had one nice skimmer and a couple of bream. I've lost a fish, missed some bites, but it's been a beautiful day, doing something different. This silverfish lake, you really have to work at it. Sometimes they can be climbing up the line, other times, like today, you got to scratch your head, sit back and think, is there actually a fish in the lake? Well, there is. There's a hell of a lot of fish in the lake, but it's just been one of them days. Kev's had a couple of bream opposite me in a little tench. Charlie's had a couple of bream cruising as well. It's them two guys fish it all the time, so you know it's been really hard. But it's been a beautiful day out to be on the bank. Even better, silverfish lake, light lines, light elastics. Where we'll go next, who knows, but sure as anything, we will catch you next time on the bank. Oosh.